Okay, so it is over halfway through September, which means, believe it or not, Pumpkinfest is actually very close to starting. I actually wasn't even thinking about it very much until I just remembered Pumpkinfest will be starting at the beginning of October, which is very close to now. So let's go ahead and dive into some predictions on what I think Pumpkinfest 2024 is going to look like this year. None of these are, of course, confirmed at this point. We'll have to see what actually happens when it comes out on presumably October 1st. But these are just predictions. So let's talk about what I think is likely to happen. So we'll start off with the obvious. I think everything is going to stay pretty much the same, like festival-wise. And there's going to be rewards. There's going to be a shop. Of course, all of that. I also believe that Hollow Jack from last year's Pumpkinfest is here to stay, and we will be seeing and battling Hollow Jack again, so that boss battle is going to be back, which I find really cool. I would really like there to be one for each festival, but we may or may not be getting that. At least we aren't right now. We'll have to see later on in the future if anything happens with it, but I'm just going to say right now that Hollow Jack is going to be here to stay and return for this Pumpkinfest. So very excited about battling Hollow Jack again. I think that the updated Lamplight Town icon on the map is here to stay as well. I think it'll be there as well. It's another thing that's only shown up for Pumpkinfest so far, but I would really like to see for the other festivals. I just don't know if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, I really just don't know. But I do think it will be back for this year's Pumpkinfest, so we can expect that. Personally, I don't think there's going to be really any updates to these shops, to the single shop, the Pumpkinfest shop. That's unfortunate. I would really like for there to be updates and like new things added, new items added to be obtainable in the Pumpkinfest shop, but I'm just going to call it and say that there are not going to be any new things. It will be a very pleasant surprise if it does happen, if there does happen to be new items added to the shop, whether they're re-released items or new items entirely, but I'm just thinking there really aren't going to be any new things added to the Pumpkinfest shop, although it would really be nice. They have just, kind of stopped putting more items in the festival shops recently that they started doing last year. And although I wish they would continue doing it, I just don't expect them to do it. It would be great if they did. Now, of course, like the other major thing to really talk about are the 4 stage rewards. And I know it's just going to come as a disappointment to a lot of people, but I do believe that the stage rewards will be what they have been, pretty much at least what they have been leaked to be, and basically the stage rewards from 2022's Pumpkinfest. Earlier this year with Springfest 2024, we learned that the festivals are going in around a 2-year cycle, so every 2 years, the festival rewards would cycle back and be obtainable again. Even if they were obtainable in other ways before, they would then come back and be obtainable again with the festival 2 years later. So at least 2 or 3 of the items would likely be the same, which includes the pet. So we're just going to say that the pet is going to be Magnome, because Magnome was the pet for 2022's Pumpkinfest stage rewards. And even though it was put in the Sky High Values shop in Skywatch in I believe whenever the pets were added, I cannot remember that date right now, but it was added in that time. I think it was August or September 2023, trying to remember. But Magnum was in Sky High Values, but just recently, I believe with Summerfest 2024, it got removed along with the other festival pets that were put in the elemental shops. They got removed, and now they're unobtainable, which Prodigy would do that so that they could put them back in the festivals when they came back around. So just like Gatorade was the pet for Springfest 2024, and Scoville was the pet for Summerfest 2024, I'm just going to say that Magnum is going to be the pet for Pumpkinfest 2024, which I really don't want. I want new pets, but Prodigy has not been giving those to us with festivals since it is a 2-year thing. But we will, yes, just have to wait and see if they'll be changing that, although I just don't expect for them to do that. Let's see, we may or may not be seeing the return of the Crow Buddy as a festival reward buddy. They might have a new buddy, like Axolotl was a new buddy for the Summerfest stage rewards. They may have a new buddy this year, but I hope they do, but the Crow would be that buddy if it wasn't a new buddy this year. The Crow was the buddy for Pumpkinfest 2022, and it's been unobtainable since then. I think the best case scenario here is to have a new buddy, but also add the Crow to the Pumpkinfest shop, which I do not expect to happen because they could have done that with the tropical fish in Summerfest 2022 and added it to the shop, but they didn't. So I don't expect that to be the case. And other than that, they may have like a re-released furniture item, like the watermelon rug was for Summerfest. But if it's not a re-released furniture item, then it could just be the well, I actually don't know. The best choice may just be to have a re-released furniture item that's more spooky themed in here, so I guess that would make sense. So that, and then of course the bat works are going to be the one of the stage rewards, but that's just what I'm predicting for the stage rewards. And just all in all, what Pumpkinfest is going to look like this year. I don't expect anything too major of an update to it like Hollow Jack was last year. I really don't expect anything like that to be added this year. Don't expect like too much of an event type of thing for people who have been playing Pumpkinfest a lot. Like, I don't expect anything major to be added, but it would be really nice if something was added. We'll just have to wait and see, but don't get your hopes up on, like, anything major happening this Pumpkinfest. But do expect to see, like, Hollow Jack back and being able to obtain all the current items from the Pumpkinfest shop if you don't have them already, and to get some new task rewards and re-release task rewards like Magnum. So, what are your thoughts about the upcoming Pumpkinfest 2024? Are you excited for this year's Pumpkinfest? And what would you like to see from this year's Pumpkinfest? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments